It was a slow but perfectly timed arrival. This boat is the last one to make it through the locks at Atherstone on the Coventry Canal, albeit by the narrowest of margins. How does it feel to be the last boat through for the foreseeable?
It feels great because I didn't think I was going to make it, and I just come around the corner and the two lockies were there. So
it was touch and go? Touch and
go whether I made it, yeah.
The locks were closed indefinitely at midday today because of a lack of water.
We're locking up because there's not enough water in this pound to actually feed the locks and make them work properly.
There's no other option?
No other option. We don't get any rainfall to fill the reservoirs and fill the feeders, then this will not fill up so we can use the canal.
Rob, who repairs boats, has never known it to be like this.
Well, as you can see, I've been here like over 20 years. I've never ever not been able to get a boat in the dock. And you can see how low it is there. It's normally just up to that staging.
He's unexpectedly got the rest of the summer off, and it's going to cost him.
Over a couple of months, you're probably looking at £10,000. You know, and you've still got rent to pay. It's just ridiculous.
Emma has already noticed sales of fuel are down because part of the route is cut off.
The price of the diesel has actually gone up, so we're paying more to get it in, but then obviously people aren't buying it as much. So that is definitely one that's been affected.
But those who choose the water as a way of life say this is how it's going to be now. George says the locks have had to close 3 of the last 5 summers.
Canals themselves are struggling. The locks, the infrastructure is starting to fall apart, and it's getting particularly expensive to repair. Something needs to be done. These national treasures will fall apart if they're not looked after. They're 250 years old in some cases. Otherwise, we will lose them and they will become muddy ditches that they were in the 40s and 50s.
Some users of this stretch are safe for now, but only significant rainfall will allow the lock gates to be reopened. Stacey Foster, ITV News, Atherstone.
It's the drought, isn't it? Well, let's have a look at the weather now with Becky, who joins us from a farm in Essex. Becky, it looks rather quiet there, but it is, or shouldn't it be, harvest time, surely?
Mary, you're absolutely right. Normally, this would be a hive of activity behind me, but Harvest 2026 is over, and it's over a month early. Here we are at Chew's Farm near Little Samford, which is not too far from Braintree in Essex. It's one of the hottest and driest parts of the country. And just have a look at this. You can see the impact of what weeks and weeks of no rain looks like. The ground is cracked and so dry that the dust is whipping across the fields. Many eastern areas have seen no measurable rain for over a month, meaning that farmers are preparing for a low crop yield for the 3rd consecutive year. And it doesn't just affect the local area here, of course. If you have a look at this map, you can see that sort of disproportionately we've got our arable farming at the UK, that's crops in the ground, across the eastern parts of the country. Further west it's livestock, it's more in the way of the animals, but out where we need that rain most desperately for the fields, that is where it's been the driest. You can have a look from the yellows where we've got the arable fields, and then the brown where we're seeing it so incredibly dry. And the scary bit of this is the fact that it's not just about this year, it's affecting next year's harvest as well. Have a look.
I'm the 4th generation of farmers within our family, and we've never had this situation before where we're thinking about not cropping. We'll have another 3rd year on the trot of reduced yields, and there'll be plenty of people go out of business, unfortunately, maybe up to 50%. I know it sounds a strong figure, but there will be food shortages if we keep getting extremes like this. It's getting ridiculous.
So some very sobering thoughts there. Rain is what we need. Will we get any? Here's the forecast.